Okay, so I don't really know what happened. I tried to go through the right door. It didn't let me.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah, we know they're
What
missing.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, so I tried to go through the right door instead of the left, and it wouldn't let me. Well, actually it did let me, and I went across a lift. First I died, then I went into a room with a phone. It wanted me to pick up the phone, but I pulled the phone out instead, and that sent me on the crazy loop back, and then into an office, and then he wanted me to speak, and I couldn't speak. So then he just like ended the game and rolled the credits. It was confusing, it was frustrating. The mystery has not been solved. But I'm still going to keep going that way.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope, I'm going to go this way because I'm going to get that phone.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper. Something darker.
Darker? Really? It's just because you're telling me to not come here and I...
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Never! Back to the left.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Maybe we have.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I think you are.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
I could actually jump down there. I'm not going to do it this time, because I'm going for the phone. But I'll remember
someone
that.
you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For my wife, eh?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
I am. I'm going to pick it up this time.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I'm going to do it. Hello? Hello? My house.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
It is!
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry.
I'm here!
I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. Oh.
So nice.
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
You son of a bitch!
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Maybe.
They want to commit their life to you.
Shut up!
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I'm not coming inside. I'm going to run down this corridor.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Really? I can't even believe that. I genuinely thought I was going to like go somewhere else and be like, haha. No.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
No, it isn't. Press 8 on your keyboard. Or what if I don't? What if I don't? Nothing will happen, probably. Okay. Wrong 8.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Shut
He has
up.
a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Sounds like most jobs. Sounds like every job I've ever had.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home.
See, I know what's going to happen here. This is going to be a really slow and long-winded way of transforming this back into my cubicle.
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
I didn't see no
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Watch TV, eh?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
That is true. You actually got that right.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful.
I want to get out of this room! Prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fancy world,
God, I want to get out of here.
Many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
What are you talking about?
Down another was a game with a baby. And he called it
what?
The Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played
maybe if I could get out of this room.
Time.
I don't need to press A. I can tell her myself. I love you. I love you so much. I love your plastic hands.
But there is no answer.
No!
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
That's true. I honestly can't remember anything.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer.
You're not the boss of me!
As long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
Killing myself sounds good. I've got to get back to that lift.
Watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
It's like reverse psychology. I know that it's going to be like, I said, told you to do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
I'm going to kill you.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here,
he's
electing to kill himself?
Shut your
mouth! How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press 1 to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
I question nothing.
I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him.
Yes.
I'm compelled to.
This is a good idea.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
I don't want to die! Well, that was weird.